Y'all, today we are going to be doing some bread. Pretty simple recipe. If you got your sourdough starter, you already did most of the work. But we are making a cinnamon brown sugar loaf. I pretty much just listed off the ingredients right there. We got our sourdough starter, brown sugar, cinnamon, obviously, and we got some salt, and obviously we need some flour. But other than that, you just need some time. But before we get to baking, we are on the road to 1,000 subscribers, so if you want to learn a new recipe every week, go ahead, hit that subscribe button. Let's get to baking. Hey y'all, so we're going to start this operation fairly simple. We have a bowl. I have a bowl with a lid. That is probably the best way to do this. If not, just take a glass bowl and cover it, and all will be good. But we're going to start with 2 cups of water, and we're going to take our sourdough starter. I'm going to take 2/3 of a cup. Now we're going to go ahead and get our starter mixed into our water. And we're going to take 1/4 of a cup of our cinnamon. Then we're going to take a full cup of brown sugar. We want to go ahead and get this mixed together. Now this bread might rise faster than the normal sourdough loaf because of that because of the sugar. Now I'm going to take 4 cups of the unbleached all-purpose flour. If you have a sourdough starter, you're probably using the same flour. You go ahead and start giving this all combined. Once we have it combined to about this point, I just eyeball about 1.5 teaspoons of salt. Now comes the fun part, we're going to get our hands dirty. And a quick tip is if you keep your hands wet when you do this, your doughs are going to be a lot less likely to stick to your hands. And we're just going to work this until it becomes a viable dough. And if the dough still seems really wet, you can go ahead and just add in a little more flour gradually. I've noticed that it kind of varies on humidity with the sugar in this loaf. So once we got a good incorporation of a loaf like this, the dough is not pulling itself apart when you lift. We're going to go ahead, take the lid, leave it right here for about 45 minutes, as long as right here is a warm place. I'll bring you back for the first set of stretch and folds. Hi y'all! 45 minutes, time for the first stretch and folds. Again, just get your hand a little wet. Just kind of how we kneaded it together earlier. Stretch and fold it over. I'll do this for about 2-3 minutes. Alright, after a couple minutes doing that, we're going to go ahead and recover it. Let it sit for another hour. At that point, I'll bring you back. Hi, y'all. After another hour, risen some more. Another set of stretch and folds. Alright, so now, rinse and repeat. We shall be back in an hour for the final set of stretch and folds. Hi, y'all. Another hour. Last set of stretch and folds. Alright y'all, now that we're done with this, go ahead and cap it. We're going to set this off to the side for, 7 to 8 hours until it doubles in size. At that point, I'll bring you back. Alright y'all, it's been about 8 hours. We have our bread bent in here. I've also gone ahead and put a little bit of flour in there just to coat all the edges. Because this is a high hydration dough. That sugar changes the effect. So it won't be like your normal sourdough dough. I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of flour on top too. Now we're going to go ahead and just let this proof like this for about 2 hours. Alright y'all, after about 2 hours, I'm going to take some parchment paper here, like so. We have our Dutch oven here. I did not preheat mine. You're more than welcome to. If you don't preheat it, you get a bit of a softer crust. Also, another trick is put some rice in the bottom of it. As you can tell, my rice has been used quite a bit. It'll keep the bread from the bottom so it won't burn. We're going to take and just score the top of it however you please. We're going to cover this. And we're going to go into the oven at 425 for about 30 minutes. And then after 30 minutes, we're going to go ahead and pull the lid and let it cook for another 20. At that point, I'll bring you back. Alright y'all, after about an hour, our bread is done. You can go ahead, slice this up, put some butter with it. Pretty good. If you like this video, go ahead, hit that like and subscribe button down below. There's a video over here that YouTube thinks you should watch. And until next time, keep on cooking on.